The Packers have played their 4 quarters. Now it's time for the 5th quarter.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's a bye week. Yeah, we're cranking it back up. Glad you came out tonight. We'll make it worth your while. Someone's going to the Packer-Lions game in this tavern tonight. Alongside Matt C., I'm Mark Daniels, and it's a pleasure to welcome back to the 5th quarter. He's no stranger to this show, no stranger to the Packer Beat. 20, how many?
22
Skidoo. He's been around covering this Packer team for Wisconsin State Journal, ESPN.com, now ESPNWisconsin.com, and back with the Wisconsin State Journal. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Wilde joining us from the Stadium View tonight, along with Sydney. Hi, Sid.
Yep, they're going to take away my Father of the Year award that I'm bringing a
Dragging
6-year-old to the bar. But
your young daughter into a tavern with all this riffraff.
I just want to point out 22 years on the beat, but I started when I was 12. So
Well, there you go.
That's about
Still,
like me.
Still a very young
right?
man.
I'm almost 40 and not quite 50, so add it up. Add it up. I was running around knocking on doors trying to get Bart Starr quotes when I was 10.
I've seen that on the commercial for our little TV program.
I really did deliver
I know
papers
you
to
did.
Bart Starr.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really felt
And then
bad.
he called for his firing in about 1984.
Well, I did. No. And I asked the question that at his firing, his press conference when he got fired, asked a question, and he said, "No, we're going to go off the record." And I said, "Bart, we're live." You
In a press conference.
In a press conference. Can't go off the record. But he did the Teddy Roosevelt quote, never having been in the battle. I don't know how it all goes, but neither here nor there. And if you know.
Yeah, years ago he did our show and talked about the regret that he had of taking the coaching job to begin
He's
with.
told me time and
He's
again. I was
amazing.
so not ready to be a head coach.
Right.
I was really recruited, and he was recruited.
He was.
By Packer Nation. Bart, fresh start with Bart. I had the bumper sticker.
I have that bumper
couldn't-
sticker
couldn't
somewhere,
peel it
too.
off my Maverick for years back in the day. But, yeah, so from Star to Greg to all the way to Mike McCarthy. And here we sit at 4-3 with Mike in his 12th year. Is the playoff run over?
I think there's a good chance that it is. Now, their schedule has been challenging to this point. They were 4-1 with that quarterback that tends to be pretty good. He's a guy that you're a very different team when you don't have. But I'm still not convinced that all these teams that have kind of risen to the top during the first half are as good as maybe their record indicates. I think Philadelphia still has some flaws. Now they're having some injury issues.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced that Minnesota is a true contender. They certainly have a terrific defense. Anthony Barr seems like a likable fellow.
He's got a couple of
we'll get to
flaws
that.
too,
We'll
though.
get to
yeah.
that.
But I'm not convinced that these teams are going to run away and hide while the Packers are out. To me, this all comes down to, much like in 2013 when Matt Flynn arrived, can they stay afloat while Rodgers is out and give him a chance to come back? Because if they're out of the picture, obviously, he's not taking the risk of coming back. But if they're in a position where they can still make the playoffs and he feels like they can go on a run, he wants to come back.
right.
Now, whether that's December 23rd, whether that's December 31st, or that's in the playoffs if they make it there without him, I don't know, because I still think that it's more likely that he's done for the season than he's not. But he has not. I've discussed this with him. He has not ruled that out.
Yeah, you have conversed with him post-op, right?
Yeah, there was. We were on a trip this weekend to Oregon, and we were out. We were having breakfast at the hotel, and I was texting back and forth with him, and lo and behold,
He called.
he kind of gave us some news, obviously, to talk about, just to confirm the surgery and the 13 screws and everything else. So I'll be eager to see. He's coming back today. He should be back in town if he's not already. He should be back in town today.
I'm sure we'll see him in the locker room tomorrow.
I'm sure he'll be more than happy to spend 20 minutes talking to you and I and the rest of the crew.
everyone else, that's for sure.